Greetings, it's the Dad That Games, just coming at you with a little bit of a video tutorial slash don't do what I did scenario. Started out really good, and just through carelessness and a little bit of arrogance maybe, I blew it. I'm sitting on 11 kill top victory, I just can't seem to get over 11 kills, and this game I had it. I totally had it. And I'll show you what's up. But we go cargo to start out, and in this case it was a hot drop situation, but in cargoes, under the buoys, if you're not aware, it's a high spawn rate for supply stashes, so I thought I would just pick that up real quick, see what I could get. And as you can see, I got to level 3 right out of the gate, and some attachments and some goodies. And then so I'm gonna make my way over to this little warehouse here on the side to get my loot on. One thing to note though is that when you do go here, you got to be really careful, because a lot of times people just drop right there, grab a gun, and they just wait for you to come up, boom, take you out, and then steal all your stuff. So just be conscious of that. I come up a little bit careless, but fortunately there was no one here. But this is another area where just a little bit of carelessness can get you killed, and you have no more level 3 and all your stuff's gone. But we'll do some quick looting here, and we'll get into action right away here, as you can tell. So I'm going with the Spitfire and the SWAT. I think the SWAT is my new favorite. It just shreds. It just shreds. And then up close, it's hard to beat a Spitfire or a Damon. In this case, I went with the Spitfire. But you'll notice I already heard somebody. I'm going to engage them because I'm trying to get as many kills as I can today. So this guy doesn't have a prayer, so take him out right away. In hindsight, I probably would have preferred to have the Damon, and I kind of passed on it right here, and I was kind of playing with the idea that there was someone here. I thought I heard someone. I was kind of trying to draw them out, get back in, and then I thought, if I got in the boat, I'd drive around, and ultimately you'll see it doesn't work out too well. Idiot, I shoot the motor, and then I'm like, okay, for sure someone's here, but there's just no one here. And what I think I did was I heard this guy up here at the gas station, so I push up on him. One of the things that I think good players do generally here is that they actually do try to draw out those people, and in this case, just by opening the front door, I get him to throw a nade, and he totally exposes himself. Then I know exactly where he is, and I pounce on him. If you notice, a lot of guys will run around and jump in the air, and they're really just trying to draw you out, or they get in a vehicle. They're just really hoping you engage them. And so if in fact you're not a great shooter, it's foolish to engage them, because that's exactly what they want. If they're jumping around with that kind of arrogance, then they're probably pretty good at shooting. And so once you expose yourself, you may have found out the hard way that you're dead before you even got hits on them. So ultimately, I'm just pushing here to try to get some action, and you'll see I stumble on another supply stash, so it worked out pretty good. So once I go in here, I'm pretty looted up, gonna get all my guns, and I think right around now I'm kicking myself going, man, if I would have got that Damon, I dropped a cordite, I get all the attachments, I got a loaded Damon, and that would be hard to beat. And hindsight's 2020, so I dropped the ball there. But still good guns. The cordite with 90 bullets is hard to beat. I just believe that the Damon's range is much better. So that would be my thought process behind that. Loading out a SWAT obviously is a good idea. This gun just shreds. And the other thing too is that if you're going to run the cordite and you get a tactical, if you can swap it out for a longer barrel, it really doesn't make sense, honestly. I mean, in some cases, being able to attack somebody with a silencer real close by, in a situation like firing range, that might make sense. But out here, once I'm out in the open, most people are going to be at pretty good distances, and as I push up on them, I'm going to need to land long shots as I get closer to them before they're really close. So having a long barrel on there over the silencer is my thought process here. So I hear some action, and I'm ready to go chase them down, as you can tell. So takes forever. I thought it was much closer. It sounded like it was just over this hill, but ultimately it was not. It was much further. So I'm on my Chevrolet Legsmobile and trying to get over there as fast as I can. So I'm sitting on 2 kills right now. It feels, just like a meager start. Not impressive, but it gets heated up here real quick. So I know I had heard at least 2 engaging. And what do you think? Do you think this zombie actually hits me? I'm like totally by him, but he totally gets a swipe on me. I don't get that. Not sure. I think that was a little bit too far for him to be able to get me. So totally don't see that guy in the corner right out of the gate. So he's an idiot for that. But I know that other guy's at the stairs. I was thinking that he was going to be looking down on me, but he doesn't engage me at all. He's probably a new guy to the game, and he's just hoping that I just come up the stairs so he could just drill me. So I'm like, I got a grappling hook, and I got 90 bullets. This guy's in trouble. At first I think that zombie's him. Then I'm like, oh, he's attacking a zombie, which he had to do, I guess, but man, that just exposed him right out of the gate. Then boom, I got nades on me, so someone else is engaging me. And sure enough, I dropped him right away. Then I gotta do a little bit of reconnaissance because I hear some zombies and I can't really tell if there's another guy down there or not at first. And I can tell I can hear some zombies, but I'm not really sure. Not really sure what's going on there. So I'm just going to loot these bodies, and then before you know it, I got to start cleaning out some zombies. Now, I'm not doing this to get the box, although I guess I could have. And here's another time where I think in hindsight I should have taken a Damon. I mean, 2 opportunities to get a Damon, and I just passed, and I think it was a mistake. And you'll see why later. I'm interested in knowing from you guys out there if you guys also feel the same way. I mean, I think the Damon, it just shreds, especially if it's fully attached. I mean, if it's equipped and ready to go, I really do think that's a hard gun to beat. 90 bullets obviously is pretty awesome too, and the Spitfire shreds up close, but with the new recoil adjustments on the Spitfire, I think the Damon does better range. Even though it's a 3-shot burst, you could literally just keep tapping and you got a full auto gun, and that thing is putting damage. But I think the distance side is best. This Seraph almost got me, actually. That was level 3 save right there. No level 3 armor, I think she gets me. Had I had a Damon, she would have went down a lot quicker. That's another thing. So I'm focusing on just med packs and trauma kits. Not really messing with any of the bandages. Trying to loot quickly, but with this the console, it's a bit, it's not as nice as the PC. And here I waste a med kit for 1. 149 to 150 for 50. That's nice. So I'm going to repair this armor and see if I can duck out. So I obviously know a guy's above me. I hear the truck. Truck's coming, so I'm going to try to use the truck as a distraction. I figured that it's more likely that they engage the truck. Then I look and the truck is literally going to go up the hill, and I know this guy's not going to make it up the hill with that truck. So he jumps out. Now I know these guys are going to engage, so I'm going to take some shots and I'm going to see if I can kind of take both these guys out, which I do. So I'm going to push this hill to try to steer clear of these houses so that I don't get swallowed up. I'm not going to engage this guy. I'm going to push the hill. He's engaging me a little bit, but that's alright. I'll be good. He's far. And there's somebody right ahead of me, so I'm going to push behind them a little bit. If you notice, I'm already sitting on 8 kills, so I feel good. I feel like this is going to be a top game. So I'm healing myself up, pushing the storm, and I'm right up to the edge of the storm. Just checking everything out. I know there's a guy in front of me, and I see a tree to the right, and I don't use it, and I just engage, and he drops me. And that's that.